Let's go. Let's go. We got the Charlotte Roval. We got the Eagles shitting the bed against the Browns so far. What else is new with them? They're just disgusting. You know what I mean? It's all you can do with them. Sigh and just accept it. Maybe it'll end with a couple heads on a couple silver platters. You know what I mean? Anyway, the Roval. I like the Roval. The Roval gets a lot of hate, but I actually like the Roval. I still, definitely the Oval, Marin, is much better. But I mean, look, it's here. It's October 13th. We got 1 month until little Isla's due date.
Till the baby.
She's really kicking and is really, ready to join us in this corporeal realm. So let's break it down here, right? There's a lot of stuff that's at play today because this is the playoff cutoff race. There's a lot of guys who, if you're looking at what they've got top of the board, there's like X factors that you got to consider. So let's start with looking at the race favorite, SVG, right? SVG had in practice probably like half a second on the field, which is just crazy if you think about it. I mean, that's just completely, on a road course, that's insane, okay? I thought, look, at 285, SVG, that could come back to you favorably with like a 1.5 unit play. Could be an option. I'm not going to do that because even though by far I expect him, if he gets a penalty, if he has to flip a stage or something, he's going to mow through the field. He's going to do all that. But I just don't know because I went back to the last Chicago street race that he won. Since then, on road courses in the Cup Series, it's been, not what he wants it to be. He kind of no-showed at Coda, right? He went to Chicago this year and should have won that battle he had with Larson. You would think him or Larson both should have won that race, but they both wrecked out. Remember that on like 4th of July weekend? Oh, okay. After that, he goes over to Watkins Glen and makes a mistake on the last lap and gives Busher the race. So you can look at SVG. Eagles are so bad. You can look at SVG and think, is his string of this bad luck going to run out and he's going to go work the field today? Maybe. Or, is it going to be somebody else? If it's going to be somebody else, my gut tells me, based off everything that I looked at, things as far as, the lap times in practice, things as far as, the average running position in the next gen here, driver rating. I look at things like their average finishing position and average race points in the next gen. And Tyler Reddick, to me, at plus 700 would be an automatic play. Here's the deal, Marin. Tyler Reddick, if you're thinking about the point standings, he's a guy that's not really safe with these playoff points. He could do what Justin Allgaier did yesterday and points race today and attempt to just go maximize points. There we go, nice sack. That's intentional grounding. Okay. He could point race. He might. So, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at somebody like Kyle Larson, who is in a similar position with plus 700 on the odds book, but Kyle Larson, if we pull up the NASCAR playoff standings here, as I'm working on just getting this to see the points, Kyle Larson is plus 52 on the points. If Kyle Larson gets 8 points today, he will advance. So he's a guy that you're going to see flip stages today. AJ Allmendinger, he's not racing for playoffs. He's just here to win today at plus 700. AJ Allmendinger as well. Very, very good in the next gen car. Average run of 3.7, average finish 2.5. these are guys that are not going to be doing things, right? And granted, SVG is going to race to win too, but, you know, I don't like the history recently. And so, William Byron is plus 750. He's already advanced. So, for me, I look at Larson, Dinger, and Byron as just far more favorable plays given these X factors, right, of stuff that could happen. So, I'll probably be going with 2 of the 3 between Larson, Dinger, and Byron. Probably like a 3/4 unit play, I think, on 2 or 3 of them. Chase Elliott, he's a guy who's only plus 13. He made points race. He's similar to Reddick. He's plus 850. Chris Bell, to me, I thought would do better. He's 1,200. There might be some value more so in a guy like Joey Logano at 1,300 or Austin Cindric at 1,600 who need to pretty much win this race.
Who needs to win this race?
Austin Cindric, guys. These guys that are below the cut. So if you look at Logano, Suarez, Cindric, and Briscoe, I don't think Briscoe and Suarez are going to contend. But Logano is minus 13. So unless he goes out and sweeps stages and, like, you know, he might be able to point in if some people run into trouble. But I look at the 2 Penske cars is having great value down there at 1,300 and 1,600. So that's pretty much where I'm at with it. You have to, the point I want to make is, Marin, you know, you have to think about all these other things that the stats are not going to accommodate or tell you, right? That being said, Marin, we got some cheesesteaks on the way from Wawa. I know we got the Eagles here. Look like maybe they got off the field, so who you got today?
Once again, I'm not doing any kind of research.
Well, you have called 4 more winners than I have actually on the season. You're only down 3.1 units on the season. As to me, I've pretty much lost the 50 units that I started the year with to the tune of 35 combined second and third place finishes. So that you could take that as a little bit of an early retirement announcement for me. But
well, if you're not comfortable losing it, you shouldn't be betting.
Oh, I was comfortable losing
exactly.
it. You know, that's why you get a bankroll, and that's how you do this responsibly.
So I'm going to go with Dinger, like you said.
Okay, we talked about the Dinger. He's 700.
I'll go with Logano.
I like that play at 1,300.
And Bell.
Chris Bell. I'm not really high on Bell. If I go back to some of the data that I pulled, average run of 9.9. Not a great, 87 driver rating. Average finishing position of looks like 8. So, you know, he's a guy that I was coming into this thinking absolutely that's who I'm going with. I just don't know with him. But, hey, that's all good. So, yeah, I probably will be looking at the Larsons and the Byrons, maybe Dinger, and then I don't hate a play down the board, like I said, on a Logano or a Cindric, so maybe we'll see what happens live. But there you have it. Charlotte Roval, cheesesteaks on the way. Isla, very close to on the way. And we are ready to go ahead and enjoy this one. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, gamblers.